recording. And we are recording, we are streaming, we are unmuted, we've got voice, game, all that good stuff. I think we might be good to go. I think we might actually be in good shape this evening. Okay, so last time we actually did most of the stuff in Rocket Town that was, you know, errands. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and upgrade our armor because we have better armor now. Did I get better weapons? I got the Yoshiyuki, which is... It's a good weapon, but not a lot of materia, so, I really don't know that we're down for that right now. Yeah, as I recall, our materia mix is getting us by pretty well, so we're gonna stick with that. So, now, that being said, since we did all the piddly stuff, we can embark on storyline. So let's go in this little house and find out what's going on. Here's a box with an object in it. A weapon for Barrett. Let's see what it's like. I'm not terribly motivated to go out of my way to upgrade my materia at this point. Oops, it's got a nice car. Just because the next quest we go on after this, at least the next quest that I'm planning to go on after this, is, materia is not very relevant. There's a Shinra logo on it, Tiny Bronco. This is cool. You know, I'm pretty sure that those in the car community call it a Bronco Sport, but you know, they are cool, Cloud, thank you. If we steal it, we'll get in deep trouble, you know, almost like... You know what? I was about to give you a spoiler, and I'm not going to do that this evening. I am trying to do better, knowing that there are people who have not played the full game, who've only played the remake games, or maybe they've not played any of them, to not give away spoilers. Yeah, no, we were just looking at it and discussing stealing it, you know. No big thing in your backyard. If you'd like to use it, please ask the captain. The captain should be in the rocket. I'm Shira, and what are your names? I love how they introduce themselves. None of them just give their name. He's Barrett of Avalanche. Obviously, since there's a rocket in this town, they've, at some point, been part of the space program. Though if you notice, this rocket looks quite old. And we're about to go find out why. We need more caffeine. All the caffeine. I have spent the last 2 days doing nothing but moving boxes. Like, I am perfectly fine sitting here streaming because it doesn't involve standing. Because this is my feet and ankles that hurt really bad. I guess I don't have good... you know, lifting items technique. Going on up the rocket, up the ladder. And we get to meet this fellow. What are you guys doing here? Oh, we heard the captain was here. Captain? I'm the captain. Indeed you are. The name's Sid. Everyone calls me Captain, though. You know what? Let's get some background information. There's times that sometimes I'll skip this stuff, but you know, I'll do it for you guys. Not bad for a kid. So basically, one of the things that Shinra was dabbling in before they became all about Mako, They were a weapons manufacturer. They dabbled in a little bit of space exploration. They came up with a rocket engine. And Shinra wanted to do this because they hoped that it would either bring them power or money. A lot of the people who were involved with the space program were in it for the science and the exploration and the adventure, and you know, they're preparing to go, you know, go literally where no man has gone before in this universe. At the beginning of the space program, you got to kind of put yourself in the headspace of the 60s, you know, before we actually set foot on the moon. So they got the greatest pilot the Shinra had, the captain. And finally they get to the day of the launch. Everything's going well. He's about to live his dream and become the first Shinra pilot to go into space. Instead, that ponytailed woman who sent us to go talk to the captain, named Shira, got blamed for the launch being delayed. And they ran out of budget. They never got a chance to do another launch. They had thrown so much money at it, and when the launch got canceled, they just closed up shop. They decided to focus their R&D on Mako because it was more profitable. Space exploration was put on the back burner. Adventure was not in the budget. Yeah. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Like literally, you can see it on the world map. Now, based on this hard luck tale of you know, dashed dreams and, you know, failed plans, how old would you guess that our friend Sid here is? 50? 45? Canonically, this character, who was just calling Cloud at 21 a kid, is 32. 32. He is being treated like a grizzled, old, washed up, you know, son of a gun who would be played by Tommy Lee Jones. This character is 32. Now, those of us who played this game the first time around, myself included, probably feel freaking ancient right now because I am 11 years older than that. And we have Shira, who up until this point, all we know is that, based on what the captain told us, that somehow her incompetence caused his space exploration dreams to be canceled because of something going wrong with the launch having to do with her. Did he say anything? Oh. And here you get to see the dynamic of the two of their relationship. Mm-hmm. He is not a nice guy. He is real angry all the time. This man has spent the last, 10 years yelling. And, he's just angry. He is bitter at the world because, he feels like something was taken from him that shouldn't have been taken from him. And he's mad about it. And in order to communicate his anger, he wants us to sit down in those chairs and drink our GDT. We got that impression, pal. Message received, loud and clear. 10-4, good buddy. He's gonna go out back and tune up his little pink plane, the Bronco Sport. I agree, Kate Sith. He does seem wound tight. It seems like if you stuck a lump of coal up his butt, you might have a diamond in a day or two. Why are you still here, ma'am? That's the part I don't understand. Why is she here? If it's a job, she should quit. If this is some kind of domestic arrangement, she should leave. You know... I know a girl who wrecked a guy's car one time. She didn't spend the next 12 years as his maid as penance for it. You're not a good leader when it comes to this. You're not a motivational. Like, attaboys are free, Sid. Come on. He's just a run and gun kind of guy. I mean, he's a pilot. He's an adrenaline junkie. He just wants to go into space, and he doesn't want anything to hold it up. And she is an engineer, and she is very meticulous. She is checking, and then she's going to check it again, and then she's going to test it, and then she's going to check it again, because that is what she does. Precision is her game. She is not incompetent. And it just seems like the way it's presented here, because you're hearing her version of the story, which is his version of the story that's been repeated to her many, many times over the years, that she was being slow. She wasn't working quickly enough, and she didn't get her testing done. You know, he's and I think too, he was enjoying the respect of being the leader of this crew. And perhaps it's possible that these two may have worked together for a long time. You really get the impression that their relationship consists of more than, you know, they were not co-workers, because that would be profoundly weird if she is living in his house and making him tea many years after there is no space program available for either of them to work in. That's a heck of a sentence. I mean, you have to pick up after him for 12 years. You cost him a bunch of money and a job. So, something's gone wrong. He's all settled in his chair. He's ready to go off into space. And he continues to do what he does and grump and grouch and yell and get bleeped more than Barrett does. You know, really, Sid and Barrett are kind of neck and neck in terms of who gets bleeped in this game. You know, in text form, of course. Just not nice. I mean, yes, she needs to get out of there. And honestly, being mean to her to convey the raising your voice to convey the gravity of the situation is probably appropriate. He is just not very nice to her, like, at all. Like, I want you to be safe. Get out of there. I don't want you to die. Instead of like, you are so stupid. You're going to be down there when the flames go off. Like. And this is the thing, like, she's willing to sacrifice herself for this program. She is willing to die in the name of science. And really, he is the one who chooses to hit the button to cancel the launch, because he can't live with the idea of killing her on his way to space on his conscience. And really, can you blame him for that? I wouldn't be able to do it. Even if the person said, yeah, please burn me up because I want you to go to space, I could not do it. And so, I mean, at least this means he's not a monster. And at this point, they didn't know it was going to get canceled forever, but they knew it was going to be 6 months before they could launch again. I think at this point he's angry at the position she's placed him in. Okay, so the game takes over at this point. There's no way for me to speed this up, so just give me a second. So an interesting aside while we're watching this, I learned that the Internet Archive has a great deal of old 80s movies that you can watch. You know, you can download them for free. And there I found Care Bears, the movie. I found the Chipmunk Adventure. I found the Rainbow Bright movie. I think I found a My Little Pony movie. The old 1970s Saban Little Mermaid. Oh, you should go look it up. Like, there's so much good stuff on Internet Archive. I hope they never take it away from us. And there it sat. It sat long enough that a town sprouted up around it. And, I mean, this definitely, like, this is probably the first town that you encounter in the game that feels very almost, this kind of feels very American. Like, you've got all these cars, you've got the space program, you know, you've got this, you know, military Air Force kind of guy who's going to be the first man in space. It feels very, very American. Except for this whole, like, having the lady who stopped your launch working for you to make you tea however many years later, because the math ain't mathing on however long ago this was, because if unless he was 12 when this happened, it wasn't 20 years ago. And, you know, she's been telling a story, man. Don't be a douche about it. You know what? I'm going to drink some tea in Shira's name, and you know, you don't get to have any because you're a butthead. Okay? There, I said it. You're a jerk. You're not very nice. You should let her go get a job somewhere else. Maybe she has one. Maybe she has to pay him. This president's supposed to be coming to visit. And here we have this greasy little meatball that we last saw in the Shinra building. And boy, were we ever looking forward to seeing him again. We get a little more character development on Palmer here. Now there's plenty to not like about this guy without bringing his weight into it. Come on. So, when's the space program going to start up again? He is like a freaking weeble wobble. Look at him. I mean, he certainly is good for nothing. You know, that isn't very nice. I hate it when the Palmer's making me agree with him. I hate it. I don't like it. Hey, T. Okay, you know what? I take back what I said. He's nasty. Lard and tea. I have had butter and coffee, but lard and tea, I draw the freaking line. That is just disgusting. And you're a disgusting person for having put that thought in my head. Yeah, he just can't have his tea without the lard. And you know what? That also is probably violently American also. I'm just going to say, like, yeah. We're going to have some tea with sugar, honey, and lard. They go up front? I feel like, yeah, I think we have to go out front now. And we overhear them talking. Yeah, they're out here. It looks like they're having a Wild West showdown. Like, there should be spaghetti western music playing right now. I want to borrow your Bronco Sport. I'm going to go off-roading. Stop calling it a tiny Bronco. It's a Bronco Sport. This is the only plane in existence. The Shinra Hydroelectric Power Company, or Mako Electric Power Company, that was running a space program and has more money than any other entity on this planet, does not have any other aircraft other than this crappy little biplane in somebody's backyard in basically Tallahassee. You're gonna take his cool car out of his garage next time because, like, oh, that's the only car in existence. And then we're going to take the land away from you, Sid. You're just going to have to float in purgatory forever. You will not be able to travel by land, sea, air, teleportation, crawling, whatever. Fly free. Fly free like the wind. Yeah, man, is it the Raptor edition? Do I have to? I don't want to talk to Palmer. Palmer's cocoa butter. Why do I have to do this? I'm the head of the space program. Okay, so there is no space program, but this guy's the head of the space program. That feels like, you know what? He's just collecting a paycheck and drinking lard tea is what he's doing. Yeah, we'll be taking it. Whatever this is. You meet a lot of guys with Cloud's haircut? Because we didn't really encounter a lot of them on the way here. What a wimp. Okay, let's get this guy. Let's get him fast. Like, does he have anything good to steal? I should have looked that up before we started playing, but you know. Let's poison him. Big guard. Nothing to steal. Alright, so nothing but butt whooping. I don't think it's gonna let me do that. See if we can stop him. Okay. Take him down. You know, it would have been really ironic if it was the Fat Chocobo this time, but, you know. Okay. Now, if anybody's watching, if you could let me know if you think the audio is too loud, because I feel like I turned off the ducking because it's going to make for a better, like, post-release, you know, long-form video for people to watch later. But, I'm worried that the game is too loud, so I am going to turn it down just a little bit. If it turns out that it is too quiet, somebody let me know. If somebody pops in, the first thing I'm going to do is ask them how the audio is. Okay, he's got some other kind of summon. He's got, I don't think we've used Rama yet. Let's hit him with, Bolt 2. I'm kind of all over the place this evening, and it's gonna get worse. I've got one energy drink and another one on deck that I'm actually really excited to try. Like, it's so weird because I sit here and play Final Fantasy VII for like multiple hours a week, and like the couple streams that or the couple shorts I've had that have done really well have been about me tasting energy drinks. So like, I feel like every time I stream, I need to have some energy drink that's kind of new that I can try. Plus, I just really like new sodas, like new energy drinks. Like, I don't do sugar ones. I only do like the Diet Zero whatever ones, but I do like just interesting sodas. Like right now, this is not interesting. This is Ghost Welch's Grape, which has been out for like a year. It's really good though. I mean, it tastes like Welch's Grape soda. Yep, serves you right, bud. Oh, he's supposed to get hit by the plane? Oh. I forgot about that. I thought he got hit by the plane. Got hit by a truck. Maybe it was the lard truck. Maybe it was delivering it to go in his tea. So I guess we're just gonna take off. We're just leaving with this guy's plane. I'm sorry about your hard luck story, bud, and you know, all that good stuff, but oh, that was great. I hope that wasn't too loud, guys. I was like yelling into the mic. That's the first like really truly good laugh I've gotten out of this game, I think, since I've been streaming, that I've been that loud. So I'm sorry. Saturday night. I'm not entirely... Like, the proportions of this situation are just way out of control. How does one operate this plane? Because I assume when they said we need it to cross the ocean, that multiple people were going to be riding in it. And yet... it seems to be small enough that the cockpit is smaller than the entire body of any of these guys. Now, this isn't as messed up, but when they were sitting on it just now, that was wonky. That was messed up. Hey, buddy. We broke your plane. Can we use it like a boat? Can we use it as a clubhouse? We're gonna get some pizza. Maybe we'll let you have some. You know, I would say that you should have done that a long time ago. A long time ago. Good for you, pal. And this is really the first time where anything about the nature of their relationship is questioned. Like, you and this woman seem to live together in a house with one bed in it. What's up with that? She is not his wife. You know, thinking about marrying her gives you the chills, and yet the nature of your relationships makes it seem quite a lot like a marriage. It's just an observation, sir. It's just an observation. It feels a lot like a marriage. We'll have to get Rufus someday, too. I don't know anything about all that, but hell, sign me up. I admire your enthusiasm and your dedication. You are truly committed to Sparkle Motion. Join the party. Now, we got a glimpse of this character in Rebirth. And after the nature of how this man speaks to this woman, and why she is there to be spoken to that way to begin with, it would be hard to reframe him as a sympathetic character. It would be hard to root for him in a modern version. So they have made him more like a handsome cowboy type. Like the sort of character that Glenn Powell would play. And I don't know how I feel about it. Like, the voice, pretty much dead on. They've added a little bit more lore. They've added some connections with other characters. You know, let me know what you think. Like, I don't hate it because I'm not really mourning this version of him, because I never really liked him to begin with anyway. But, I mean, or I didn't like, you know, that aspect of him. So maybe the new game will make me like him more. Okay, so before we embark on our the next stage of our adventure, I do actually need to step away for a moment, and I will be right back. Okay, and I am back, And I remembered to unmute myself and unhide my camera. Look at how profesh we are getting. Oh my gosh, if you had seen me on Twitch, you would understand why I'm making that kind of statement. So now we've got a couple things we can go do. The first of which is we need to do a couple errands that are going to serve us well on our journey ahead. So the first thing we're going to do is go up north. Actually, you have to go... Getting around with this janky boat thing is just less than ideal. It is extremely frustrating to do, and the game is trying to prevent you from going to a couple areas that it doesn't want you to go to yet. And they introduce this, you know, premise of you having to only travel in shallow water and rivers to keep you from going to those areas. It's a very common tactic in games. I hate this. Luckily, you do not use the tiny Bronco for very long. I think really this is the only period of time in the game you use it, because once you get through these few little side quests, you're right back into storyline again, and then you don't really yeah, by the time you go back out on the world map again, you have a different, better vehicle that you can use, so you have that to look forward to. Now, one thing you can go do right now is go back to Fort Condor if you never did that, which I didn't because I don't like that side quest, and I'm happy to say that I am not going back there. But one thing we are going to go do, since we can now thoroughly take this creature down, is we're going to go fight the Midgar Golem. Because we would like to get that enemy skill. We sure would. Make sure we're healed up and all that stuff. I mean, he didn't exactly do, you know, devastating damage to us, nor would we expect him to. He's just, you know... Really, most of the Shinra employees, with the exception of the couple times you fight Hojo, are not typically tough bosses. I mean, really, no human you fight in this game, because it's really arguable whether Sephiroth is a human, per se. Are not terribly strong, because, you know, you're fighting things that look like this. So, you know, humans aren't really gonna be able to stack up to something like that. Let's go ahead and poison it. You know, I could go ahead and just manipulate it and go ahead and use beta on myself, which I actually think I'm going to do, just to make absolutely certain that I do learn this enemy skill. Because I don't want to have to fight him twice. I truly don't. So that's something we'll be doing. Okay, see if we can manipulate him. And again, if somebody does end up watching and the audio levels are just kind of off, let me know. Well, since we've got the barrier thing going on, we're really not doing too bad in terms of damage on this thing. Which could be good, could be bad. I mean, I don't think we're doing enough damage on it to, like... Good. The member of our team that he kicked out of battle is the one that doesn't have the enemy skill materia, so these two are going to get to learn it, which are the two that I need. And they both learned it. And lucky for me, on top of all that, Barrett is wearing a fire ring, so it didn't do anything to him. Let's hit him with Aqua Lung. Beta is kind of like a fire version of Aqua Lung. They're kind of almost like sister spells because they do real similar amounts of damage. They require real similar amounts of MP to execute all that stuff, so a neat thing about him kicking one of your buddies out of battle is that if you die, it's not game over. So the first thing we're going to do is get the F out of that swamp so that we don't have to fight him again. We're going to save. Now, I changed the colors of my menu this time because it occurred to me that it's possible people are not clicking on my videos because they don't recognize that the game I'm playing is Final Fantasy VII because I've got wacky colors on my menu most of the time. So I can't just go back to the blue because I love crazy colors too much, as you can see. So I need to turn to the south. I can't find my plane. I mean, all these, watch how quick we're going to take this thing out. I mean, anything we're going to fight over here is just softball. So, yeah, Ice 2. Let's go. I haven't decided just how deep into the post game we're going to go with this. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on, by the time we get there, whether anybody's watching or not. So, you know, if you are enjoying the experience of watching me play this, you can catch me live. I typically stream live on Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings is my main day that I stream, and then I usually do 1 or 2 evenings a week. Like the last couple weeks I've been doing Sunday night because I happen to be sitting in front of my computer waiting for 9 o'clock to click over so I can refresh HBO Max and watch the new Euphoria. So I've been streaming either before or after that on Sunday night. This week I definitely will because it's, you know, it's not a school night. And then, you know, usually one other weeknight a week, whatever night I'm feeling social and work didn't drain me too much. So I stream 2-3 nights a week and Sunday morning. So you should subscribe if this is something you'd like to catch live, because it would be really fun to have people to chat with. And, you know, this is a brand new channel. I'm just trying to grow it from scratch organically without, you know, really any help from anybody. I previously had a YouTube channel where I explored dead malls that had about 9,000 subscribers. And I'd been at it for 9 years. I'd gotten to 9,000 subscribers, which is a lot further than a lot of people get. But, you know, I needed a break from it because even though I hadn't been releasing videos at a great clip, I never stopped thinking about that subject matter at any point, and I would think I thinking about anything for 8 years, you need a break. I mean, that's just how it is. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 of these. I can only buy 1 of these. Oh, well, let's see what we can sell. We just sorted everything. I mean, I've got all kinds of outdated weapons sitting in my inventory. We don't need that. That is... Yeah, the cannonball is old. The atomic scissors is old. The heavy Vulcan... Yeah, I think the heavy Vulcan might... The W machine gun is ancient. That was the thing he came with. That's the thing she came with. Actually, the fairy tail's a pretty good weapon. I think the yellow megaphone's the thing he came with. Oh, mithril armlet. Let's get rid of that. We don't need these anymore. We don't need these anymore. Actually, you know, this is shaping up to be fairly profitable. Let's see what we end up. I think I just sold the thing I just bought. Crap. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna just, you know, hook it on up. Come on. We could use it, and we just gained some more materia slots. And we're going to need a third one because this is going to be a mission where we're forced to use a specific party member, and I haven't decided whether it's Barrett or Kate Sith who's going to get left on the bench this time. Probably Barrett, just because I kind of want to see what happens when you leave Kate Sith in the party, because he plays a part in the storyline in the next one, and normally he has to come in, so I'm curious to see what it looks like when he's in your party. I'm sure I've experienced it, but I'd like to see it. I'm kind of playing this in a more scholarly way this time, and I'm actually making commentary about, you know, the storyline and the design of the character, the design of the sets, you know, what it was like to play the PlayStation era games, you know, what's changed about this, you know, remake, rebirth, you know, stupid off-topic crap like energy drinks and, you know, my other YouTube channel. If that seems like something you're into, subscribe. Now, let's see what else we need to do. Do we want to embark on the side quest, or do we want to do more storyline? Well, I mean, the side quest I'm referring to, do I want to go to Wutai or not? Because we have the whole second disc to go to Wutai. And a lot of the strength I've got right now is based on materia. Now, one thing I think I would like to do, now that I think I've got the money for this, is go back to Cosmo Canyon and get some HP plus materia. Do you see how odious it is to just get around with this thing? I mean, this is pretty brutal, right? I apologize if it seems like I'm just kind of looking all over the place. I'm not quite used to the setup of my new studio situation. So basically, long story short, and without, you know, telling, you know, more of my, you know, business than needs to be told, you know, I work from home. I've got we went through some changes with IT, and I was issued a new computer, and temporarily I'll have to be using 2 of them. So because of that, I had to redo my work from home setup. And I had the bright idea, well, if I have to have a second computer out all the time, I might as well use that monitor and just hook up my consoles to it. So now I have a 4th monitor that all it does when I stream is the game, and I run everything else off my Mac. Whereas previously I was losing a monitor on my Mac anytime I streamed. So now I can do things like play movies I found on Internet Archive in the background, and you know, I had been doing that on my iPad, but now you can actually see it. Like last week we watched Chipmunk Adventure. I've played Advent Children in the back before, you know. If you can't really see it, is it really happening? Where is that river we're supposed to take through to get across? That's always the pain in the butt part for me, is I can never remember. Okay. One of the first things we have to do with storylines, we might as well just go ahead and get it out of the way, is go talk to the fellow who lives in this little blue house that looks like it might have gotten disconnected from Calm at some point. See, it's even playing the music from Calm. This is like, you know, Continental Drift, but it's like that cozy little town outside of Midgar. Oh, another customer. You sure picked an out-of-the-way place, but it's the keystone you're looking for. You're too late. Don't have it. This is the first we're hearing about the keystone. This is an example of one of those times in stories where, like, you get to find out something from someone that you run into that's personally relevant to you. This is the this game equivalent of flipping on the news and hearing about one of your family members being involved in an accident, like in movies. Yeah, it's just a legend. That can't possibly be real. Let's go look and see what you got up here, bud. I feel like I can try to look in this chest. Hey, just don't come barging in here. Well, I mean, I did... What is this written above your bed? It's like that tombstone with everybody says Luigi's not dead or something. Okay, where's the in Mario 64, not like... Never mind. I forgot that now when we say, you know, Luigi, we're not automatically assuming that the person's talking about Super Mario Brothers. Okay, so we are going on... Oh yeah, we have to go to the Gold Saucer. I think I am just going to go ahead and go on with the storyline, because Wu-Tai is one of those interludes of the game that's very sitcom-y, and we're getting ready to do actually another portion of the game that is honestly kind of sitcom-y. But, you know, I think Wu-Tai can be a really nice palate cleanser at points in the game, and as long as you do it by the end of the second disc, you're good. So that's something we can kind of pencil in for later. And for whatever reason, I'm just not really in the mood for Wu-Tai this evening. And that's the nice thing about this game is you know, if there's some section of you're very rarely only going to have one thing you can go do. And I know that, you know, in the age of, you know, we live in a post-Grand Theft Auto world where, you know, having the option to go do something else for a little while in a game is a long-established concept of video games. But at this point, I had never played a game that wasn't like level 1, level 2. Like, I had never played a game that had branching paths prior to this game, quite honestly. You know what, actually, I take that back. The only game I'd ever played prior to this that had branching paths were like educational type games that I think were aping, you know, conventions of mainstream RPGs. Because Oregon Trail certainly had branching paths. I mean, I guess you didn't really have the option to like go do a side quest, but you know, it wasn't the same game for everybody. And we're going up to the Gold Saucer. I feel like there's a little bit of commentary that this is the only quest in the game that I believe forces you to have to pay admission. Ah, the little guy isn't there. Oh, no, it is popping up. I'm looking up my camera and I'm trying to see if my little guy is popping up. He's not going to pop up on my camera. We don't have the option to pay 30,000 gold. We haven't got that kind of money on us. You know, we already kind of know this. Like, we've been to the Gold Saucer before, ma'am. Okay. So let's head on in here. And I believe we need to go to Battle Square. Actually, we should probably, well, first of all, bring Kate Sith back from the dead. That would be a good idea. And then, we need specifically to get... You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna have Barrett do it. I think it forces you to use Cloud. Crap. Oh well, okay. Alright, Battle Square. Hey, last time we came here, everybody had been shot. This is a vast improvement over last time. My Yelp review is going to be way better. Okay, we're going to go in here to Dio's showroom, and boy, when he shows up, are we going to get a show, because wait till you see what he's wearing. Supposedly there's a couple Easter eggs in this room. I have not actually played a lot of other Final Fantasy VII games. Or Final Fantasy games. You see what I did there? There's your illustration that I'm telling you the truth. Other Final Fantasy games, supposedly the, you know, almost like the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea dive suit in the background is from another Final Fantasy game. If you've played other ones and you've never noticed that before, there you go. Okay. What is this? This is the keystone, though. Even though it kind of looks like a materia, doesn't it? Look at him. He kind of looks like a professional wrestler. Like, I almost kind of wonder if that's like his backstory, is that he's like a professional wrestler who became like a businessman. Because I mean, obviously that if you can't do that forever, and the people who have a contingency plan tend to do better once they get out. You can't let me borrow it? Sorry, it's not for rent. I didn't mention payment. I was more just saying like a barter kind of deal. I'll let you have it on one condition. I'm not gonna strip for you. What do I gotta do? Yeah, what do I gotta do? If I say I'm not in the mood, I'm never gonna get the keystone. The game will just stop and we'll just be in the gold saucer forever. No, we have to do an exhibition match in Battle Square. And this is okay, so since we have not done Battle Square, this is a game. This is like you know, sparring. This is like going into the danger room in X-Men. And you don't actually get hurt in the sense that you're going to get a game over, but you know, you are fighting, for all intents and purposes, real enemies. Points. And you get stuff. We're going to go ahead and cure Cloud up because this is just embarrassing. Okay, there we go, there we go, where they go. Let's knock these things out. I think Cloud's the one who's got Chocobo Mog, so let's that should knock these things out pretty quick because they're weak to wind because they fly. Just trying to look at my levels when I'm talking to see if this thing is too loud or not loud enough or everything. Oh, that was not good. I mean, Cloud's got a pretty good mix of materia, but the problem is it's all green. So that's kind of a problem. Yeah, he's gonna die now. The problem with them being 4 of them and only 1 of me is that we get 4 turns before I get one. And getting hit 4 times with anything is gonna do you in. And Cloud doesn't really have a limit break. It gets all of them, so that's kind of the problem. Let's hit him with Chocobo Mog again. I can't. Why do these things have so much HP? Did I turn on hard mode by accident? What the heck? Like, I don't remember the first enemy in Battle Square ever giving me this much trouble, so I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Down. This never really seems to actually make a difference with me because it doesn't make it like make your HP go down. It does actually affect your like ability to do damage. I think that this might be enough to do me in. Well, with me having Cure 2 and it being enough to almost full cure me. Okay. I am going to go ahead and use Blade Beam because it'll do a little damage on the other one, so that's almost as good as having an all spell. A 241 ain't shit. See if we can poison it. Well, I am going to get more damage now too because of Cloud being down 5 levels. It doesn't really seem like, I mean, especially later when you come here and you're fighting at a higher level, you don't really notice that the level's going down until you've gotten that a couple times. I mean, I got it like every single one once, and I was doing like nothing. And like your magic doesn't hit as much. Like it's just kind of sets you back. It's like you're gonna play like the way you did, you know, 5 game hours ago. Let's, oh man, I'm running. I have no way to get 8 MP back. We really need to buy some stuff before we go to the Temple of the Ancients. Let's keep going, because I think I have to keep going until something dies. Oh look, it's Trike Tank! Trike Tank! I think this thing is called Heavy Tank, but it's a Triceratops in a tank with tank tracks. It's Tyke Trank. Trike Tank. Tyke Trank. Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's like, you know what that is? That's Benadryl for children. Is what Come on, Cloud. Show him what you're made of. Take him to see the Hat Man. I'm just gonna let him kill me. Like, I get the keystone one way or the other. You know, Clem Hazard's gonna do even better damage, though. One strategy you actually can do, because you get level limit breaks so much easier on the lower levels, is that you can just keep your first level limit break and just get them all the time. Yeah, well, you know, you sent your best and your brightest at me, but it's the best I could do. That's the best I got. Okay. All right, time to go. We're gonna head back to the station, and certainly nothing out of the ordinary or contingency circumstances is going to happen. We're just gonna get back on the tramway and go right along our merry little way. Go speak to this guy with the Jimmy Neutron haircut. I'm sorry, the tram is out of order right now. Oh no. Whatever will we do? I guess we're going to have to stay here for the night since we can't get home. I bet the hotel's going to be very full. Let's stay in the hotel. They sure do. Hop, 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 hop. I'm assuming, yeah, you'd have to let the staff know when the repairs are completed. Nobody can leave. They can't get home either. I mean, unless they live there. Well, maybe it's like Disney and they have like dorms. Doesn't Disney have dorms? I think I remember hearing that once. Okay, here's actually, this is a very good breakdown. Now, also another thing as we're watching this is I would like to encourage you to look around this room as much as you'd like, because the longer you look, the more things you will notice. You know, after you've been playing this game this long, you do start to lose track of like everything that's happened to get us so far, because you're always just focused on the next thing that's going to happen, right? So, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and do the storyline. If I was playing this by myself, I would probably be skipping it. They're going after Sephiroth. Sephiroth is presumably in search of the Promised Land like the Shinra are. The Shinra is a land full of Mako energy, and that's what the Shinra believe the land's full of Mako energy. That's really all we know about it is what the Shinra's research has revealed. So according to the Cetra, or the Ancients, as they're usually called in this game, yeah, that's what the Ancients call themselves. This isn't really like a land of riches. This is a land of fulfillment and happiness, and may not yield anything that would be of value to the Shinra at all. They really don't know. It's not really... It sounds like it's really not a place. It's a feeling. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it, actually. And he's looking for the black materia, which is the ultimate destructive magic. Nobody else had... This is the first time we're hearing of it. Well, except for from Bugenhagen. We don't know how many there are with numbers. And Red 13 has one of those numbers. You do actually get a bit of the backstory of how Red 13 ended up in Hojo's lab in Rebirth, which is very, very you know, that's backstory that we don't get in this game. He did. I think he definitely did. We don't find out what those men have to do with Sephiroth for a little while. It is very confusing. So again, just looking around the room, you've got the big skulls up above the doorway. You've got the disappearing and reappearing ghosts at the chess table. You've got a face in the clock, like a monster face in the clock. You've got little like snake faces at the base of the stairs. You've got creepy, menacing, leering clay flower back there, and you've got this huge Bigfoot troll guy off to the right of the stairs as they're going up. Do you see him? Just all kinds of stuff in this scene. The text boxes are blocking here and there, and you know you're focused on the story at this point. But because I've experienced the story before, my eyes are wandering to places that they wouldn't have when I played this for the first time. The men in the black capes are moving as though they're almost possessed, and Red 13 has not acted that way so far, but he does have the similar tattoos, so that's you know, that is a legitimate concern. It doesn't actually end up happening, but Tifa's just like, we don't have time for you to break down right now, bud. You just need to keep going. She's not that tough. She needs everybody else to be tough so that she can be tough. And then we got Sid, who at 32 basically kind of embodies the role in this game of everybody's dad. He just kind of falls asleep places and yells at people and, you know, talks about the good old days. And here is an iconic part of this game that is determined by how you have treated these characters up until this point. Now, I, you know, for better or worse, have not had Tifa in my party at any point unless I was forced to. I've kind of treated her like hot garbage. Of course, I was going to end up with Aerith because I have treated her like warm garbage. So, yeah, we're going on a date with Aerith. The other options are Barrett and Yuffie, by the way. A D-A-T-E. You know, I'm going to be nice to her this time. I am going to mess up the play, though, because that is just a joy beyond reckoning is what that is. Enchantment Night. All the attractions are free because you can't leave and we're throwing you a bone so you don't sue. How about it, you two? There's going to be an entertaining show in Event Square. We have the custodial crew throwing something together because we were supposed to be closed tonight. You're our 100th couple today. Man, can you imagine the logjam at the tramway trying to get out of here tomorrow if there's 100 people? I mean, it only looks like it maybe holds like 12 to 18 people at a time, and all these people want to leave at the same time. We got to get home to our kids, man. Get out of my way. Just play it however you want, and the rest of the cast will cover for you. Promise? You promise they will? Because I'm about to turn this into Whose Line Is It Anyway? I wish I had the option to do just whatever I wanted, because that's why I would just start singing. This is kind of your standard corny superhero story. It's nothing to write home about. Alfred. And a pirouetting knight. Oh, you must be the legendary hero Alfred. No. It's your line. I don't want to. How did I end up here? Yeah, you. Oh, you must be the legendary hero, Alfred. By my soul, please save Princess Rosa. Why are they spinning like that? They didn't say it was a ballet. The evil Dragon King Valvados who's kidnapped Princess Rosa. But you can't beat the evil Dragon King now. Talk to someone who can help you. Like, this reads a lot like a turn-based, you know, I talked to the knight last time, let's talk to the wizard. I am the great wizard Vorman. What do you wish to know? You know what? Let's ruin it. What's gonna happen next? Oh, legendary hero, look! It's Barney. He's EDK, the notorious EDK.
Please help me. How was that?
Sure. Let's fight the knight.
Now I'm getting mad.
Slapped him so hard he spun around and passed out. The EDK is running his mouth. She's had enough. Blast him in the next week. Forces the guy to go start fixing the tramway so we can go home. Well, not home, but you know, away from here. Let's go on the gondola. Yes, for those who have not seen that word before in writing, it is gondola, not gondola, which sounds like a disease. I don't think I can come out tonight. I'm getting over a bad case of gondola. So you could turn toward the window when she comments on things and look at them, I believe. You're supposed to be able to at times. You only have a limited number of things. You can move a little bit. Look, Cloud. Oh, and she tells you to look, not just when she comments on things. How do we get to race on that chocobo course? Because that seems pretty sweet, honestly. It is very pretty. Like, it is very pretty as a drawing and as a concept, as like a fantasy idea. I cannot imagine the logistics of a property like this existing and how you would travel between it. It feels dangerous to me. Like, it just feels so unbelievable. It feels like something they would build in Dubai. Like the mushroom amusement park that's like 75 stories tall. And she's talking about Zach, the guy whose family we met back in Gongaja. And the way Cloud behaves is very similar. They even do kind of look alike. They have kind of a similar build. Zach has dark hair. But they do look very similar. I don't believe at this juncture of the game we have seen him yet, so that's really all we know. Did I accidentally speed this up or something? Like it just feels so fast. I mean, my other field messages I slowed down because I read really fast and I realized I was rushing through things. So, okay. You know, I'm a little distracted by this whole death and destruction thing. Trying to find the guy who murdered my mother and my best friend's father and every neighbor we ever had. Yeah, I'm just a little preoccupied, Aerith. It's okay. I'm into you too. It's fine. He's sneaking around. They should do a version of this where they replace this music with Stray Cat Strut by the Stray Cats. It's kind of got that vibe. And he's got the keystone. What is he doing with that? I mean, I know, but you know, what is he doing with it? Let's follow him. He went to Battle Square. So we're going to chase him. Out of Battle Square, he goes to Speed Square. Hopefully I go in the right one. It's really hard to gauge which one you're going in. We're going to Wonder Square. And he's behind the Chocobo. And he goes to Chocobo Square. It is really important you pay attention to which way he goes or have a strategy guide open. He always goes to the same places, but if you don't see him, it can be a real pain because you have to go just keep guessing until you find him. And know how to find him, because like this one, if you're looking away for like 2 seconds, you know, like all of us are looking at our phones, and he throws it up into a helicopter where Sung takes it from him. What's that about? And yeah, Kate Sith was a spy. Hired by the Shinra to watch them. He was a mole, he was an informant. And he says, how about we go on like nothing ever happened? No, we will not be doing that. Like, I mean, they can't really kill him. He's a robot. Like, this isn't like a person. This is a robot that is a spy for them, that they allowed to come on their journey with them. I think in an earlier episode of this, I did actually use the character's name and pointed him out, but I'm not going to do that right now if you missed it. Yeah, he works for the Shinra. He's not one of the bad guys. He's just a person doing a job, and this is something that they asked him to do. They're not making money, and they're just doing this because it's the right thing, you know, because they stand for something and they're willing to fight for it. And, you know, Kate's just a guy at a desk doing a job, and not a particularly, you know, not one with a lot of integrity when you know what the Shinra do and what they're capable of and the things they've committed. You know, we're not just gonna like, oh yeah, but I'm one of the good Shinra people. And then we get to find out what level we get reminded once again of just what level the Shinra are willing to sink to accomplish their end goals, right? They've got Barrett's daughter. Which is just, it's really, this really makes it difficult for you to feel a whole lot of warm feelings toward Kate Sith for a while. Because this is just, you know, you don't, that's somebody's kid, you know, that's just not okay. Yeah, we'll have to do what he says. Yeah, also Elmira was the one caring for Marlene, so we have to wonder what's going on with Aerith's mama, too. Yeah, and right before you leave, the last thing you want to do is check the mini bar for an elixir. Okay, we are fully healthed up. Presumably this is the next morning. And we're back in the really cool room with all the stuff in it. What took you so long, Cloud? Yeah, Kate Sith is just gonna run point on this and make sure nobody runs their mouth about what happened last night. I do actually think I'm gonna keep Kate Sith in the party like I said I was going to. We're definitely not taking Tifa because I hate her limit breaks. Okay, out we go. Now, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I actually think I am going to wrap it up for the evening and just head out of the Gold Saucer and save. And the reason being for that is we do have a stream tomorrow morning. I hope to be on sometime between 8 and 9, and we'll pick up where we left off, going to the Temple of the Ancients. If I'm not in the mood to do Wu-Tai in the morning, because who knows? You know, tomorrow morning is a new morning, and new caffeine, new energy drinks, new office, and I'm going to be hopefully less sore from setting up. Yo, let me know what you think about the... this is going to only continue to keep changing. I need to do some stuff with that wall over there, but, you know, it's a work in progress. All the glowing stuff is a fairly new addition. That was on the last setup. And you know, like I said, this is the same room. It's just facing a different way. So it's a little disorienting for me because everything is backward from the way I had it before. I'm actually facing a completely different direction. Okay. Alright, we are saved, so we are safe for in the morning, and I will see you bright and early if you're a wild person like me and you get up super early on Saturday morning, so we will talk to you tomorrow morning. See ya.